watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love, things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, nonsense, and so much more. And if those are things, ladies and gentlemen, that get your blood going, if those are things that get you so excited enough to fall into mutagenetic ooze, turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, crash into a club where Vanilla Ice is performing, and make him do an impromptu improv song called Ninja Rap, then you have found the right place, because you're in the Poindexter Lounge. So we ask you humbly to please consider subscribing here to the channel and also hitting that notification bell so that you can grow with us, so that you can become a part of this growing community of nerds. All right. And we definitely welcome all of you tonight. Now, first of all, before we go any further, I would love to say a shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much, our Patreon supporters. You are fantastic. You all know who you are. There you are on that beautiful list there. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we appreciate all of our new members. We've got some new members, and we're so very, very thankful. We actually had a new member tonight, actually today. And I have not had a chance yet to update this list, but I will pull this up here real quick and I will tell you who that is. But in the meantime, I am so thankful for everyone who supports the channel. I can't even begin to really put into words how blown away I am at your support and just how much you mean to us. But our newest member is Camilla Franco. Camilla, thank you for becoming a part of the Poindexter Lounge. We're so very glad to have you with us, for sure. And don't forget, if you become a member, you get all kinds of cool things like behind the scene videos, vlogs, things like that, early videos. Same thing happens when you're a Patreon member. Depending upon the level that you choose, you get all kinds of behind the scenes stuff and everything, all the way up to, with membership, you get all the way up to a free t-shirt every month. And we've got some great t-shirts that go along, especially with our 2 cents on nonsense theme. You can pick up a 2 cents on nonsense t-shirt. You can pick up the weird nonsense t-shirt here, and we'll talk about this later. But there's all kinds of other t-shirts and fun stuff that you can actually pick up here in the lounge, including the Zero Credibility shirt. I like that one. Or, of course, visit our good pal Doomcock. Take 2 of these and don't hold me responsible in the morning as you down the salt. Our good friend Darth Tasty sent me a picture of him buying about 50 pounds of salt. And I said, man, I'm telling you what, man, Doomcock is keeping the salt industry afloat for sure. But we do have some new emoticons for you, for those of you who do become members, because during the show you can use these emoticons. And if you see something that you like now and you think that it's fantastic, it cannot just be fantastic. Make it tiff-tastic. That's right. That's tiff-tastic right there. And then, of course, if you see something and you're just like, man, oh, I can't believe they said that. Oh, or you hear Doomcock say something, you just go, oh man, that's just wrong. 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 And ladies and gentlemen, also, I'm going to bring him in here in a minute, but also we had to get Johnny Pop in on the fun, because when he sees nonsense, he gives it the evil eye. That's right, the evil eye. So those are the brand new ones here in the membership. So we invite you to do that. That's for as little as $2, $1.99, and you can have access to all of that. Now, that being said, you all know this is the big 2 cents on nonsense show. We do this every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have some fun, and we we do a lot of cool, fun stuff here on this program. So, but I do not do this program by myself. So, but you can join us every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But like I said, I don't do this one by myself. I've got a partner in crime, and you know him, ladies and gentlemen. You love him. He's all the way from parts unknown. He's hiding behind your door. So, you know, he's hiding behind your door with an axe right now, just ready to just come in and just say hi and give you, you know, cuddles and bearded kisses. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Pop.
Here's Johnny.
Hey.
Johnny.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Well, dude, I'm having fun. I was watching the snow come down earlier and praying for a snow day. So we're, you know, just ready to do.
I'm not. I got to go drive a big old moving truck tomorrow for the church for our food giveaway. So,
oh man,
no. It's only my second time driving that truck. No, my first time was Tuesday. No, I'm good. Thank you. Well, I don't want to die.
I'll be praying for you. It's going to be bad.
Hey.
But I'm so glad to be here in the lounge. I see everybody saying hey. And so, oh man, this is going to be a good one tonight. We got a lot going on.
It is.
It's going to be great. It's always great when we get to be in the lounge here. And like, I'm just excited, man.
Me too.
You know?
Hey guys, if you missed it earlier this afternoon, we had a show with Robert Meyer Burnett.
Oh yeah.
And man, that went so well. We had so much fun, and I
was watching that. It was fantastic, Enosh. Fantastic. You should be proud. It's some great content. Great content.
You know, I'm getting a lot of responses on it, and so I'm very, very thankful for that. And so thank you to everyone who's watched. If you didn't watch, you can see it still here right here on the channel. It's literally 3 hours. I'm telling you what, man, he is a trooper, and he's a wealth of knowledge about nerd culture, pop culture, just everything. And so you got to get that. Got to get that going. Now, tonight's going to be a little bit different. We do have a video that we're going to go over. Because, you know, Johnny, we've been giving these guys a hard time now for a while, right?
Yes.
And we just keep bringing it and harder and harder every week. And, you know, we keep asking Mike Zero to touch his face and, you know,
snap his fingers, karate chop. I mean,
grab his ear and stuff. And he keeps doing this stuff. But last week we tackled Doomcock.
Yes.
And this week it was very interesting because Doomcock seems rattled for some reason. I'm not going to say it's us. I'm just going to say Doomcock seems a little rattled because it seems like people gave him a little bit of a hard time and some pushback this week over his claims last week that about this new resurfacing of the idea that there's going to be a reboot of the sequel trilogy, but because of what he said about things like, you know, people got to watch all of his videos and Disney is watching him and all that stuff. And of course, most importantly, I don't know, that real Jon Favreau article where Jon Favreau points out the fact that it's going to end with the sequel trilogy. So I thought it was fitting, but not just that tonight. But Doomcock is on the ropes, and I want to thank my good friend Dawson for that.
That's so awesome.
That was awesome. Doomcock is on the ropes. But then also later tonight, we're going to have some special guests. It's going to be the first time we've ever had a guest. Johnny on 2 Cents on Nonsense with our new friends Nick and Lex. They have a YouTube channel. I met them actually on Max's channel last week. Big Star Wars fans, big DC fans, and also music fans. They got a great channel where they do all kinds of stuff on music, and they were sharing with me a very heartfelt story last week about how he used to watch like Mike Zero and these others in the fandom Menace and everything, and, you know, Jeremy and all them, and it started having a negative effect on him where he literally started to become overtaken with that and just felt very she was even mentioning, said like he wasn't the same. The thing that he loved, it almost seemed like it had been taken away from him. And, you know, people ask why we do this, Johnny.
Yes.
And I'm just going to be just out there and say, we do this for this reason right here, because you know what? These people are grifters. They're making stuff up.
Yeah.
And it's just not right. And we just want some honesty out of them. And it's like, look, if you want to speculate all day long, that's fine, but don't try to look like you're something that you're not. Well, that you have some kind of inside knowledge when you don't. And, you know, and obviously this affected him in a negative way.
It did. And the thing is, and the thing that's sad and infuriating at the same time is that Doomcock, Mike Zero, Jeremy, all these guys in the fandom menace, right? They don't care if you're so upset that you start to hate the things that you love. If it starts to impact other areas of your life, all they care is that you keep watching, you keep commenting, you keep subscribing to their channel, you keep devouring their content because you're making them money. He wants you to be angry, and they don't care what it does to you. And that's just sad, man. That's just because it's no way to live. And you're muted, Enosh.
There we go. All right.
You were talking some sense, weren't you?
I was talking some sense behind the stage. Okay. So our
buddy Matt Jarbo made a comment too, and about, you know, it's Doomcock has like doubled down now. Like you mentioned the Favreau thing.
Yeah.
Like as soon as the Favreau thing came out, like, you know, before that Favreau interview, oh, my agents have told me that Favreau's fighting the good fight. He knows, he's listening to what we're saying. Then the article comes out and it's like, well, he's actually bending the knee and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you know, again, they keep moving the goalpost. You know, everything is, you know, everything.
Wait till you hear Johnny what they got to say, what he's got to say today, because listen, we all know, folks, everybody who watches this show knows that Doomcock always tries to come across as very very out there, very, you know, in control. You know, he has a very commanding voice. Today he was so on the ropes. Apparently he released a video where he forgot to put on his voice modulator.
He did.
That's how, ladies and gentlemen, that's how on the ropes Doomcock is and how rattled he is. He forgot to actually edit his video correctly, and then Johnny told me about it and somebody else mentioned it online. And so I went back to go look at it, and he had taken that down and changed it. So he did not mean to do that because people were making fun of his real voice.
Yes.
You know why, Johnny?
Because he doesn't have a nice deep voice like some of us manly men.
Well, that's right, Johnny, because, you know, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors with our good friend Doomcock and his buddy Mike Zero. You know, right now, Johnny, right now, Johnny, if you go down to Crockett Johnson Industries, they got a big sale going because, you know, a prognosticator of all prognosticators, that's right. It's not Punxsutawney Phil like was just revealed this week. No, because you see, Johnny, just like we talked about last week, Doomcock gets all of his scoops from the poop. He reads the poops to get the scoops. From my mystical Star Wars cat litter tray.
Yes.
The Salt Sorcerer Supreme Doomcock. $9.99 for that Star Wars cat litter tray. Go get one of those today at Crockett Johnson Industries. And while you're there, go next door for a DC burger. That's right, a Doomcock burger. Come for the burgers, stay for the explosive diarrhea. Yes. A subsidiary of Crockett Johnson Industries.
Ooh, yes.
And as always, thank you to our good friend, the ambassador, for providing these wonderful, wonderful advertisements.
Ambassador, I love what you do, but like, if you're not in marketing, you should be. That's just all I'm saying. So
that's tiftastic.
It is. It's fan-tiftastic.
That's right. I'm sure we'll hear from some others later. You know, like our main sponsors, Doomagra, guaranteed to keep you guaranteed to keep your anger rock hard. Yes, while you're plotting your revenge. And why stop there? Plot some more revenge on the toilet with Doom Enema. You know, when you need to flush all that logic and sense. Doom Enema from Crockett Johnson Industries.
Ooh, it's like the sweet release.
Yes, it is. Yes. Well, Johnny, are you ready?
I am.
Are the people ready? I want to say a shout out to all the people in the chat. I can see that you are all raring to go. Aaron's here, Anchorman's here, TW's here, Christopher's here, Darth Tasty's here, Sandro's here, Nick and Lex are here. Yeah. Right. Hey, come on in whenever you're ready. And we'll get you in and we'll talk some. Ambassador is here. What's up? Says hey everyone. Let's see who else is here. Kevin is here. What's up, Kevin Post? I hope they don't get a call in the next 5 minutes. Let's see. Anybody else here? Going through. Oh, Movie Madness Entertainment's here. Mad Max is here.
Max in the house.
Heck yeah. Glad Music Man is here. Says, hey Enosh, hope you and your family are doing well. We are, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Sir Nerd-A-Lot in the house. Yeah. Nick and Lex positively rocking stuff. They are. Nick and Lex. I am so glad to have them here. For this stream, we'll end up having him here for many more streams. The gentleman, Mr. Crescent, says I need to get some Doomcock.
Man, you and me both. What do you think I flavor my coffee with?
Yes. Synthetic Wasteland says pop some Doomagra, so I am ready to go. Hopefully the effects don't last for more than 4 hours. That's a different stream.
I know. Hope you don't have a heart condition, okay?
Yes. Drav Walker in the house, waiting patiently like Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne for the bat signal to shine like the start of Batman Returns. Oh, man. Hey, it's William! What's up, William? Yeah. Let's go! Some guy named Johnny Pop is ready.
I saw Benson had a super chat in there earlier, too.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't see that yet. What's up, Zay? Says, woo, I'm not late. I'm just trying to get here because my thing skipped again, so I don't know. Brad, good to see you, buddy. Love you being here. I noticed some of you guys talking about. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get through all this. I know some of you guys talking about how this has become one of your favorite things on Thursday nights. That you look forward to Thursday nights. That means so much to me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. The number one Richard, what's up? Good to see you. The number one Richard.
He did not sound like Mike Zero. No.
Cassandra, what's up? Good to see you, Cassandra. Matt Jarbo in the house, and that's interesting because he uses his real voice in live streams all the time. I know. Interesting, huh? Snoke and Mirrors. It's only Snoke and Mirrors. I'm trying to find that super chat that you mentioned so I can give a shout out for that before we get started here real quick. Oh, there it is. Benson's with the £5 says, I hope my Thunder Buddy and Warlock have a great show. Really enjoyed the earlier interview with Robert Meyer Burnett. I also saw Condor Man at the cinema.
Oh, man.
Awesome. Love it. Love it.
Anchorman. It's so, yeah. You know, I tweet Mike Zero all the time. I tweeted him again.
You know what? I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I thought that I had sent them the link. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I totally thought that I had sent you the link. There you go. The link is there so you can join us as we start the video for sure. And then we'll take a little break in the video and talk with them a little bit. But yes.
Yeah.
I am so sorry about that, you guys. That is totally my fault. What's up, Alex? Good to see you, man. Doomcock makes 0 sense. You know, this is a good time to tell you guys you can find Poindexter Lounge on all the majors for if you ever want to take us with you and listen to us as a podcast. You can listen to these episodes as a podcast. Actually, you know, maybe you're working or something and you don't have access to a video or your phone or something like that, but maybe you have access to your phone, but you want to just put it in your pocket and just listen to it. You can do that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, they are here. What's up, Lena Deli? Good to see you from the continent, from another continent, rock and roll. I thought he was saying from the continent of rock and roll.
It's like continent of rock and roll.
It's like I love that, man. If there's a whole continent of rock and roll, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Barcelona B, good to see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they come from a continent of rock and roll. That's right. I was checking out some of their videos. I tell you what, they got a great channel, ladies and gentlemen. You got to check them out. You gotta go hit subscribe. Go subscribe to these fine people because they're rocking hard. And welcome with us to the lounge for the very first time, Nick and Lex. What's up, Nick and Lex?
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Excited.
I am so glad to have you guys here. I really liked talking with you guys last week, and and had a good time with that. And so was glad to have you here. Plus you just really touched me with your story, you know, just about how some of this fandom menace stuff had gotten to you, and you know, that's why we do what we do. So I figured what we'll do is we'll start the video. We'll talk a little bit about that, and then I want to come back and talk to you guys a little bit. Okay. And so so we just basically watch this thing and have some fun and talk about the ridiculousness that we see before us. But first, I gotta say hi to Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hello, Sophie. Oh yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Sophie. How you doing, Sophie? Good to see you, Sophie. How's that? How are those lightsabers doing?
Extreme close-up.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Well, I don't see Cylon Scotty. I did Cylon. Has Cylon?
I saw him in there earlier.
Was he in here? Okay, I did. Cylon's okay. What's up, Rhea? What's up, Rhea? Okay, so many great people in the chat tonight.
Oh, the lounge is always filled with great folks, man.
Absolutely. Hey. There's Paratosh. Says true men of integrity. Johnny Pop and Enosh. What's up, brothers? Good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Vincent Rhodes. I feel like if I don't say everybody, like I'm gonna like leave somebody out. So I apologize. We got to get started. We got a lot to cover here tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up. And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to do this, but yet once again, we're going to give our 2 cents on some nonsense and try to get through this video. Oh boy, here we go.
Let's see.
Greetings, my friends. Please make certain that you are still subscribed to this channel, because every day I'm hearing from other people that they have been unsubscribed without their knowledge by YouTube. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you.
Yes,
we need you.
Hey, Johnny, are you still subscribed?
I am. Actually, I do subscribe to Doomcock, but I mean, and I haven't been unsubscribed, but
I
mean,
no? Okay.
You know.
Well, see, I figure it's better to just not subscribe that way. That way YouTube can't unsubscribe me. Right. They can't kick out what was never there. Just saying.
They can't take it away.
They can't take it away what they never gave. So all right, here we go. Yes.
Greetings, my friend.
Greetings, Lord Doomcock.
Man Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth.
Yes.
And I am here today to address the panic over Jon Favreau's comments in a recent interview. Comments that seem to imply that the Mandalorian.
There's Jon Favreau.
That's a good shot, though.
there's Favreau, man. Looking at Doomcock like, dude, what the literal heck? What are we talking about here, Doomcock? Like, why are you why is my name on your mouth? Why is my name on your lips?
Why are you saying these things? It's kind of like when Doc Brown gets shocked, like 1.21 gigawatts. What? You know, he's like, what? That's the look he's got. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, but and he refuses to say his name right. Still.
I know. It's like General Zod and Superman too. It's like why do you say these things? When you know I will kill you for it.
Classic.
Yes. All right, here we go.
My sources.
Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka are going to tie into the sequel trilogy, confirming and reinforcing the atrocious choices made by Kennedy, Abrams, and Ruan Johnson in the 3 movies that have brought Star Wars to the brink.
Well, he pretty much nailed it. I mean, Johnny, I don't think we need to even go any further. I mean, he told the truth for once.
He did. He read that right out of Wikipedia, I think. So I mean, he's not wrong. But do you think we'll get a Ruan Johnson drop in this one?
We just did. Did you miss it? You missed the Ruan that he listed the names because now he's the new Mike Zero, so he listed the names. Listen.
To the brink of extinction.
Here it is. Hold on.
They brought Star Wars to the brink of extinction.
Come on.
Could it be atrocious choices made by Kennedy, Abrams, and Ruan Johnson?
Oh, there it is.
The 3 movies that have brought Star Wars to the brink.
Because Star Wars is, it only made like $1.001 billion last time, so it's not like instead of like $1.5 billion. So,
it was supposed to make $1.005 billion and lost $4, Johnny.
Heaven forbid. Oh man, he's just.
Look at him all smug there in his helmet.
I
still say, man, he's making all this cash. He's got all these people like watching. He's got 200,000 subscribers, and he still can't get that freaking arrow right on the front of his head.
I know he can't cut straight to save his life.
Wonder Woman's got hers on straight. What's his problem?
I know. It's just like, I mean, the guy gets super chats left and right on Friday nights. You'd think he could like spend a little cash on a new helmet, but
I'm telling you why, because his mommy didn't let him use the safety scissors. Mommy's not good with the scissors, and Doomcock is really good with them, but mommy won't let him touch the scissors, and so therefore it's way off. Sorry.
Friends, I'm only allowed to use spoons.
That was a nice
My
impression.
mom doesn't let me use sharp objects.
The last time I used sharp objects, I totally cut up my face, and now I have to wear this mask on my head.
Friends, I may have stabbed the cat, but we'll never know. It's like,
He
come
doesn't
on.
even use the modulator.
Yeah.
Johnny Pop.
He gave himself a haircut. Now he gave himself bangs, and now he's got to wear the helmet.
It's like when my kids have all done that, where they like cut their own hair. That's what it looks like right there. Like, oh,
By the way, Johnny, I noticed that you said something about Mike Zero today. That you were wondering like where Mike was.
yes,
Right?
I think maybe he got a bad haircut. And he's
Maybe he got a big. I know where Mike is.
You do. You have sources.
Yes, because he has not appeared in his last few videos. I have sources that are
Good.
there in where he's at, and so
take it with a grain of salt.
okay. So apparently he's been hanging out at the docks, and he's actually getting ready to star in a brand new movie. He's had this YouTube channel for a long time, and so now he's working his way up, and so he's trying to get out of doing videos altogether, and so he's actually going to be starring. I secured some behind the scenes footage. Would you like to see
breaking into the industry? Yeah, we got to check this out. Exclusive.
Nick and Lex, would you like to see this behind the scenes
We
exclusive?
would love
Let's
to.
roll it.
Okay, all right, let's roll it then. Here we go.
Oh.
Look at Mike. Oh man, he looks like he's having so much fun. Oh, look at the hand and everything, man. I tell you what,
This is the best.
it's going to be a great remake. I tell you what, I can't wait for this remake for
I
sure.
like these sources. I would keep
Made
them.
by Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, Jon Favreau. You know, it's been noted.
There's that hand there. Oh yeah.
That's when he meets Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah. There's where he sees Doomcock at the top of the stairs. There, it's like, oh, Doomcock.
Oh,
Paint me like you're French women.
paint me like I'm Mara Jade. He's like, hi, I'm Mike Zero, the new Brie Larson. Welcome to Star Wars Explained.
Near, far, wherever you are,
Oh,
I
Mike.
make up Star Wars news, and I made it for you.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that. You can tell. Look how into the scene he is. Like, man,
Oh, totally.
I mean, I didn't know Zero could bring that kind of energy to a scene.
I'm telling you, I got the feels.
Yeah, the looks. Yeah.
I got the feels watching that. That's why I had to share it with our viewers, because I got the feels watching that right there. I'm a little verklempt, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
okay.
I mean,
Nothing will take care of that like going back to Doomcock. All right. Here we go.
no, there you go. Oh, there.
Straight into the Disney sequel trilogy? Or is there a plan to erase the sequels and play Star Wars?
No,
There isn't.
there is not. There is not a plan to erase the sequels. I'm just answering. He asked the
Oh,
question.
okay.
He
Yeah,
asked the
oh.
question, so I thought I'd give him the answer.
Oh,
Is
okay.
there a plan to erase the sequel trilogy? No.
Okay.
Let's go to the board. Let's go to the board. Survey says
Doom.
no.
No.
Name me something that Doomcock made up.
What's this? How do you know Doomcock is lying? Well, you can hear him talking, right? I mean,
Oh boy.
Since the Jon Favreau interview surfaced, I've been getting panicky DMs and emails asking me,
Why are you so stupid and lying all the time?
well, I mean, the thing is too. It's like we said earlier, like you and I were talking. Like, so Favreau comes out and basically poops all over these theories that he puts out there, these
Yes.
rumors, these lies, and now he's got to move the goalposts again, right?
Yep.
Like people are panicked. They're like, this isn't what you said. Like they keep expecting Favreau to come out any day now and be like, Kathleen Kennedy's the Wicked Witch, and I locked her in the trunk of my car, and now I run Star Wars. Like it's just not gonna. I mean,
no, I run Star Wars. It's all mine.
It's like that scene from I'm the captain now. It's like suddenly they think Favreau's going to do that, and it's like it's not going to happen.
Nope.
So
nope, ain't happening.
Now he's got to change the narrative. Now his sources have to tell him something else. I can't. Wait
do you hear what he says? Wait do you hear what he says and how he backtracks on this one?
Is this the end for Star Wars? Has Kennedy won? Is the Skywalker saga actually the Palpatine saga after all? Is there no hope left?
No.
Well, my friends, the minute I heard this, I put my Hollywood spies on the case. I asked them to find out what they could about what's really going on here. And Sunday morning, I got the information I was seeking, and I'm now ready to present you with what.
Sunday morning?
Yeah, Sunday morning he got, he made us wait until yesterday. And then he's showing us a commercial.
He's got to get those ad breaks in because people aren't watching his videos the whole way through.
Exactly. That's why he wants you to watch it all the way to the end, like he said last week.
At this point, I want to make it quite clear that what I'm about to present to you is information from one of my best sources, an individual I have ample reason to believe is entirely credible.
Best source.
But even so, this is information I cannot personally confirm.
Can't confirm it.
I must ask you to please consider what I'm about to tell you to be unverified rumor, and please take it with a grain of salt.
Once again, friends, I can't verify any of this. I've just made it completely up out of my butt, and I'm going to present it to you because you, the public, don't know the difference when I tell you a lie or the truth. Probably because you've never heard me tell the truth. So here it is. Here's more lies straight from Doomcock.
So before I discuss what my sources told me about this situation, I want to take a hard look at what Jon Favreau actually said.
It's probably hard for him to take a hard look given the fact that those lenses are pretty dark.
Given the fact that he cut him out of those sunglasses.
You said Jon Favreau?
Yeah.
It's Jon Favreau.
Favreau.
Yeah, it's Favreau. Yeah.
He consistently says his name incorrectly.
Favreau?
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps calling him Favreau, and it's like it's Favreau. Like how?
Maybe he's gonna say George Lucas. Or something like that.
George Lucas. George Lucas.
Or Kathleen Kennedy. Something like that.
Exactly. They bend the knee to Kennedy. Did you say Cam Caminiti, like the baseball player? No, Kennedy.
Kennedy. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, that lady. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Kathleen Kennedy. That was awesome. Kennedy. I love it. You guys just jump right in. See, it writes itself. It really does. Okay. We got Kennedy, Favreau, Ruin, and Lucas. What did everybody on the ship see when the Jedi Master turned around and took Grogu with him back to his Jedi temple? Lucas.
It's Lucas.
It's not Lucas. All right, here we go.
Is it as bad as people are making it out to be?
Yes.
Or is this mere panic from fans who are understandably traumatized from our previous near-death experience with Star Wars, namely The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and the ruse of Soywoker? I would urge you, first of all, not to panic. There was a lot of ambiguity in what Favreau said in his interview, and I want to go ahead and try to break this down for you as best I can. Now, I don't know for a fact what is in Jon Favreau's head.
No, because you don't know anything.
He doesn't.
Right.
You don't know anything about what's in anybody's head because you don't talk to any of them.
I like the volcano from third
What did he
grade.
say?
The top of his head is a volcano from third grade.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's exactly what's in there.
It's exactly what it is.
Honey, why do you need me to buy some of this like brown duct tape? Because, Mom, I'm making a helmet for when I take over the world. Okay. All right, put it in the cart.
Now I want you to specifically listen here to how his words sound. Because you know what? Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I just got an exclusive. There's new footage. There's some new footage of Mike Zero. There's some new footage of Mike Zero. Yes, this is very important. Sent in by Layla, one of our spies. One of our spies. With some new footage now of Mike Zero's new hit film. Apparently, Brie Larson is in this as well.
Oh my god!
Oh, I about passed out. That was good. That's really good.
It's going to be a good film. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a good film.
Great. I mean, every other thumbnail on his YouTube page has Brie Larson in it. So I mean,
yes. So
now it makes sense. Now we're decoding. We finally know what's going on.
It's done. He was working with Brie Larson. Thank you, Layla. I mean, our spies in Hollywood.
Don't give her away.
I know. Sorry. I don't want to give her away there. Okay. So I want you to listen to his timbre, because we all know we listen to this guy all the time, and he always has this commanding voice and the modulator on. Listen to now where he has to explain how and try to unexplain the fact that Favreau actually destroyed his theory about how, they're all in a civil war and they're all fighting, and the Mandalorian is going to lead to a different version of the sequels. Because remember, last week we were told that it was going to be 10 different miniseries and 3 seasons each of all of the shows in existence on Disney Plus. This is what Doomcock said last week, Joe.
Yeah, he said the three movies would be the 3 sequel movies would be made into each their own mini series of 10 episodes. Isn't that what it was?
No. He said that they were going to redo the sequels, but it was going to be the equivalent of 10 mini series.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it was all going to be broken up. It wasn't just going to be 3 movies now. It was going to be 10 mini series, and all the other series that are in existence, that they will all be 3 seasons to give us the complete package of the equivalent of 3 movies. So basically, what could be done in 6 hours will basically take till I'm 85.
Yeah, because I mean, I think is Carrie Fisher on board with all that?
I'm sure she is. Yes, they're going to bring her. Yes, they're bringing Carrie Fisher signed on the dotted line. She's back.
I mean, I don't mean to poke on someone that passed.
I know.
It's just like but come on.
But that's how ridiculous it is. That's how ridiculous it is.
Or there's all that secret footage he claims that they filmed with the 3 of them together. Harrison, Carrie, and
10
Luke,
minutes. A 10-minute scene
that nobody's seen.
No.
Oh, come on. No.
How how long 10 minutes is in reality in a movie? Can you imagine one scene that's just 10 minutes long?
It's tough.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so I wanted to point this out, because this is a very interesting part, because he always speaks so confidently, but listen to how his voice wavers as he's trying to literally think of something to say, which is confusing, because usually he pre-writes everything that he says.
Yes.
And because he's obviously not in the costume when he's doing this, because it's all a voiceover. So just listen to this.
And try to break this down for you as best Woker.
Here we go.
There are a lot of ambiguity in what Favreau said. And I want to go ahead and try to break this down for you as best I can. Now, I don't know for a fact what is in Favreau's head.
You don't.
I know what my sources have been telling me regarding Filoni and Favreau's intention to and erase the Disney sequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly within this interview, there is some definite confirmation that all the things I've been saying, or a lot of the things I've been saying anyway, regarding these rumors are in fact valid.
How many edibles did he eat before he read that interview?
Does that sound like Doomcock, Johnny?
No, that doesn't. He's totally on the ropes. Dude, you are so ridiculous. Just stop. Like you're just grabbing at stuff. Even the most hardcore angry people that watch his stuff are saying these kinds of things on Twitter. Yeah, Brian, take the L, dude. It's like, come on. Like you're reaching here.
I mean, what do you guys think? Because I mean, seriously, you know, that was him going, you know, I don't know what's going on in Jon Favreau's mind, but he never does that.
No, he's never. It's all very concise, one statement to the next. He never goes, no. He doesn't stumble like that.
He improvised it like.
Yeah. Well, Dravwalker, you know what?
Oh, Enosh has the world exclusive Doomcock action
I've
figure.
got the only Doomcock action figure right there, ladies and gentlemen. Made by my good friend Bruce Jennings. You can find him at Jenner Toys on eBay, and I'm trying to convince him to go ahead and make these because I know that they would sell like hotcakes. But yeah, right there.
Very cool.
Stay angry, my friends. Favreau, Ruin Johnson, etc. I can't think of anything else. Just never mind.
George Lucas.
George Lucas and Kennedy. All right. So yeah, but I think it's really interesting because he's stumbling over his words here, and that's the whole point. He is literally on the ropes because everybody is calling him out on this.
Because there's valid evidence in reliable sources that everyone can see that contradicts everything he says, and he's got to walk it back somehow. He's got to move the goalposts. He's got to talk about anybody that says I have all the information, but it's a secret as to how I got it and who told me. Like, you just really can't believe them.
No,
I mean,
you can't.
No, I mean, especially when it's stuff like this. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy. So here we go.
Example, I have said for a long time that Favreau and Filoni are in charge of The Mandalorian and are answering to Iger himself. They are not actually having to answer to Kathleen Kennedy anymore.
Untrue. You can't prove that. That's not how things work.
Oh, whoops! Hold on a second. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. I apologize. That's my fault. Way to bring down the whole thing, huh, Enosh? I'm sorry. I'm so shaken with this news of Kathleen Kennedy. Oh my gosh! There she is. She's flashing us all. All right, here we go.
We have a tremendous amount of freedom afforded to us because of the gap in time between the films. Dave Filoni and I are in constant discussion regarding how story choices impacted by and will impact existing Star Wars material. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But what is that saying? A tremendous amount of freedom. Talking about
they have a tremendous amount of freedom, and that line is referring that amount of freedom is referring to the time gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
that's the freedom they have. I mean, come on. And plus, he's working with the guy that basically arced out, the other two major series that they're playing off of with Clone Wars and Rebels. I mean, so just. Come on.
But you notice, like, it literally, you can hear him making this up now. It's almost like he was doing it on the fly. It was like he didn't have time to get. He was like panicking to try to get something out because everybody started calling him on stuff, and he's just like, so you can see here that I was right all along. Just because you say you were right all along does not mean you were right.
And then, you know what, TW, I think you're right. I think if somebody looks on the internet, I think Kennedy is cropped out of that picture.
Out of this one?
Yes.
You know what? I don't know.
So if somebody can find that.
Yeah, that'd be good to see.
Yeah, no, that would be, you mean Kennedy, right?
Yeah. Kathleen Kennedy, the guy that Doomcock took a shower with, or the woman, I'm sorry. Yeah. The guy was Mike Zero, but
Well, yeah. I mean that did happen. I mean, look, we've documented that. Our spies. Oh, okay, so you're gonna force me. Okay, so our spies did find this.
I mean, it's been noted that they saw things in there. There were parts that they don't have that they saw. I'm just saying,
and yes, we did have to make a T-shirt out of it.
Yes.
So you can get this on a T-shirt, a sweatshirt. You can also get this on a mug. Like if you just want to drink your coffee and think about the weird nonsense that is thrown out there by Mike Zero and Doomcock, you can have that. There you go. So, all right, here we go.
About Dave Filoni and I are in constant discussion.
Constant.
But what about Kathleen Kennedy? What about the Lucasfilm Story Group? Are they not included in these discussions?
Nope.
I would conclude not, because Jon Favreau would have said so if that was the case.
So anything Jon Favreau didn't actually just come out and say, I'm just going to conclude that I can say whatever else I want to say that he didn't say.
Now he's playing that game that some people play, like where you go, I don't like X politician. Well, if I said that I don't like X politician, that must mean that I love the other one, right? Because I didn't say that I didn't.
This is true. This is true.
It's ridiculous. You can't play that game, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. In less than 5 minutes, we have an exclusive behind the scenes. Oh my gosh, guys!
To the bombshell.
I'm telling you what, Nick and Lex. This is truly a momentous night for you to be here because we have an absolute exclusive. Mike Zero got another role, but this time he's actually starring with. Now this all makes a lot more sense. We'll show you in less than 5 minutes, but we got to watch some of this video. So hold on.
So that seems to confirm.
Just stick around.
What Doomcock was saying in those last couple of rumor videos.
I love it when he talks about himself in the third person. That kind of like just confirms, because right? Right? What Doomcock was saying in his last video, because I'm not Doomcock.
You know, he's acting like he's bigger than, like he's his own brand or something like that, right?
He's been sniffing his own brand.
He is.
That's what he's been doing.
So friends, after I drank my mom's bathwater, I came up with this theory.
he's been holding in his farts in that helmet for too long, man.
Exactly. While huffing propane earlier today, Dave Filoni spoke to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
That Favreau and Filoni are in the driver's seat after the reappearance of Luke Skywalker was such a success for Disney+. Note that he says in particular, Dave Filoni and I are in constant discussion regarding how each story choice is impacted by and would impact existing Star Wars material.
Because that's how productions work. The showrunners, the producers, they work together like that. I mean, whatever.
But you notice though how this is so twisted, because basically, Favreau said, "Look, Filoni and I, because they are the showrunner. Favreau is the showrunner. Filoni is basically assisting him and directing a lot of the stuff and putting the whole thing together, writing the stories and stuff. So they're working closely together because that's what they're doing. That's what you do when you're working on a show together. No, Kathleen Kennedy is not involved in the day-to-day aspect of it because she's the president of the company. You notice the difference there? These people, These guys really need to learn about how a company works. The president of the company is not the person working on the projects that are going on. The president of the company is signing the checks, is putting the big deals together, is making sure that the overall thing fits and works together and about future projects and all these things. The overall company. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are working on a specific project called The Mandalorian, and also working on putting pieces together that will also surround The Mandalorian for Disney+. There's a huge difference there.
There is. I mean, and it's just, you can't, just because somebody works at that company as the president, you can't just assume that they're going to be intimately involved in every single project that's going on there. I mean, just come on. That's not how things work. It's not how any of it works. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, and like him saying that that Favreau said, well, me and Filoni are talking must mean that he's not, that they're not including Kathleen Kennedy. Really?
Right?
Because like, well, today, like we had Robert Meyer Burnett on the show, right? Plus I had Dawson on the show. So I spoke with Dawson in length about this beforehand. So I must not have talked to Robert Meyer Burnett at all because I didn't even mention him there. Like, just because he omitted all the conversations that what does he not talk to his wife either?
But and then they're perverting the idea of what the story group's function is and everything like that. I mean, but he's doing it because people are being willfully ignorant and they're ignoring the facts just so they can be ticked off. Just so they can stay angry. And he's hoping that they keep ignoring facts and that their anger keeps them watching, keeps them subscribing, keeps them clicking.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't see that from man. If you want to send me that link to Poindexter at gmail.com, I can see it there. I can't see it on my screen, though. I can't bring it up because the link doesn't work that way. So just letting you know. Okay, so a couple more of this, and then
a lot of people have gotten afraid, saying, "Well, then this seems that they are conforming with canon."
Look left, look right, look
They're
left.
Talking about
look
impacting and being impacted by existing Star Wars material. In other words, they're willing to impact Star Wars material.
Is that what you read out of the litter box, Doomcock? Come on, dude!
Literally, they're being impacted and impacting Star Wars material. So, in other words, they're willing to impact Star Wars material.
This is, yeah. I mean, it's like, when I taught English and my students would turn in papers, they would say double speak, kind of like that too. They'd be like, "So when Dickens wrote this sentence, he was saying that Oliver was an orphan. So in a sense, he's saying that Oliver had no parents because he was orphan."
Well, you know what? I think given the fact that he's talking about being impacted,
I know what it is.
Yes, is a good time to bring up one of these facts. First of all, Doom Enema, once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Doom Enema from the makers of Crockett Johnson Industries. When you need to flush all that logic and sense, Doom Enema. Have you had your Doom Enema today, Johnny?
I've got one planned for later. I've got the warm water running, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, you know what? When you do that, make sure that you also stop at Doomcock's Proctology Center. When it comes to crap, he's an expert. Doomcock's Proctology Center, right next to DC Burger. Come for the burgers, stay for the explosive diarrhea.
Yes.
Subsidiary of Crockett Johnson Industries.
Crockett Johnson.
Now, before we move any further with this, I'm blown away at the exclusives that our spies, Johnny, have found.
What else did we get?
Oh my gosh!
Did they find out more?
I'm telling you, Nick and Lex, you've picked.
Please show us.
You have picked such a special day to be here and to experience this, because I'm blown away. So before all we've had up to this point, literally all we've had up to this point is this behind the scenes still. This is all we've been able to see of this. We had no idea where this was going, what this was leading up to. Ladies and gentlemen, people who are actually there,
who had a video camera in the
have
show,
sent this to us. Now, I can't play you the audio because StreamYard is just now experimenting with being able to import audio into the video, but I can play you this. So just take a look. I was shocked at what I saw.
Oh my.
Once again,
this is something.
Oh, they definitely took their Dumagra.
They may have wished they had after that. But the thing is Doomcock is still going to be left out of the shower because, well, she's Mike Zero's girlfriend.
Hey, baby.
We all know that. We all know that.
We all know. We know how it goes.
Thank you to Jordan for that, by the way. Thank you. I mean, one of our spies who will remain nameless.
If the spy is named Jordan, thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Okay. So I don't know how much more of this we're going to get through, but because I want to get to some important stuff, but this is just amazing to me. Of like, literally, we have never heard a video like this.
This is like he never fumbles around. Like, I mean, I give these guys credit, whether it's Doomcock, Mike Zero, you know, a lot of these fandom guys, they are very well produced. You know, Doomcock stuff here on YouTube, his stuff on BitChute. I mean, his stuff on YouTube, it's amazing. The production value, he does well. He never stumbles over his words like this. He's always very well scripted and very well put together. You could tell he's rattled because the way he stumbles in this, and then because he also forgot to modulate his voice in one of his videos earlier today, and in a panic, he pulled it down, edited the audio, and put it back up. So, I mean, he's just trying as hard as he can to keep up with, you know, with all the blowback.
He is. But you know, while he is stumbling, Mike Zero is thriving. Mike Zero just got another part, little known fact, on The Mandalorian.
Did he really?
Yes, he is going to, in fact, play Mara Jade.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, dear.
Dude, Zero's looking good. No wonder he hasn't shown his face. He's probably on set, doesn't want to give it away.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, wow.
Yep. Thank you, Layla. I mean, another one of our spies for sending us that. Appreciate you.
Kathleen Kennedy is lucky to have him.
I'm telling you what, Kennedy is very excited about this. All right. So is Favreau. So here we go.
They are considering what framework they're working in, but still, they're not going to be deterred in what they want to do.
Like, seriously, Matt, like it's almost unnerving to me because I have never, ever heard Doomcock stumble over himself like this. And then he's gonna do the thing, right, guys? You know, listen, what I've been saying all along. This is no stumbling block. This is exactly what I've been saying for the last 2 years, right?
He's got to double down on the lie, to keep the grift alive. I mean, it's just, you know, if you've got kids, you know, they've gone through those phases, and you're like, come on, just tell me the truth. And it's like, I'm not lying. It's like,
right.
Come on. I know
like, it's like those videos of like little kids that like got into like the flour and they're covered in flour from top to bottom, or the little girl who's got makeup all over her face. Like, did you get into mommy's makeup? No, I don't know what you're talking about, mommy. I was just standing here, mommy, and I did nothing, mommy, right? I'm a good girl, right, mommy? You know.
Exactly.
This flower was here before.
And then I think somebody asked, like, what did his actual voice sound like? And it was like, he sounds kind of like this a little bit.
Does.
He's like, oh, friends, welcome. And I mean, he's got, you know, so I don't know. I mean, he modulates it obviously to go with the character and also to hide his identity. But it was so funny because he was so rattled. And most of the comments on the video were just ripping into him because he forgot to change his voice. It was fantastic. And then I saw Chin. I know you asked about, did we talk about the Pablo Hidalgo thing and all that? We did a little bit. The only thing I think I would say about that with Star Wars Theory is, you know, I think it was wrong for them to call out his reaction, but then I don't like Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars Theory has been taken advantage of by some of these other streamers. And
yes.
And I don't like that.
Menace.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't like that. You know,
so here's something interesting. And that is the TW McKay sent this. And you know, we were talking about that picture.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is interesting. If you look back on the top there, first of all, if you look down here, I guess I'd have to have the actual one in front of me. So if you look down here, this is obviously the same day, same shirt right here. And guess who's there? Kathleen Kennedy. Right. There's Kathleen Kennedy. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know that this is Kathleen Kennedy back here. It kind of looks like it may be Kathleen Kennedy.
Might be.
Might not be. But even if it's not, it might be. But even if it's not, like, okay, so if it is, I can hear them saying, well, see, she's back here while these three are up here. But this guy is literally the director. This guy is the showrunner, and this guy is the guest who was there. He's the guest of honor who worked with this guy on Clone Wars. So they worked together, and this guy right here is showing this guy what this guy came up with. She is the president of the company. She's like, the boss who's sitting back here going, look at these guys. I'm so proud of them. Right. Yes. And then here, look, they're having fun. Doesn't it look like they're in a civil war? Doesn't it just look like, like Mike Zero said that, he fired her, that George Lucas fired her several times now. Doesn't it just look like, you know what this is? This is the moment she got fired.
That's what he's ready to point and go, you're fired.
That's what he's doing. He's pointing and going, you're out. You're out of here. Get out, Kathleen.
You're fired.
Kennedy. You get out, Kathleen Kennedy. All right. So I don't know how much more we got in this, but because usually we watch these videos to the end, but honestly, it's just more of this.
He doesn't reveal his source?
Hold on a second.
Doomcock, you disappoint me again.
We see all this stuff. How are we actually going to erase that stuff without ever referring to it? The problem with this is that it's going to appear right up until the last minute like they are heading to validate the trilogy.
See, move the goalposts again.
They will use the world between worlds, the veil of the Force, Ahsoka, whatever mechanism they plan to use. And I have some information on that I'm going to be posting in a video next week. But how are you going to erase something if you don't get close enough to put your eraser on it?
Oh, Lord.
It doesn't mean anything, my friends. Don't worry about that. They are talking about him.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Don't worry about that. It's fine the way it is. But listen to what he said here. He literally just told everybody it's going to seem like they're going to lead up into the sequels until the very last minute so that you stay and watch me right up until they showed that I was wrong.
Yep.
It's just, but see, and then he's saying that they're not gonna show you how they're gonna erase it or what it's gonna look like until they get close enough in the timeline, because you can't erase it until you get close enough to touch it. So, now he's just buying himself some more time. It's just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, Chin Fin, if you have that re-upload, if you could send me a link to that actually at poindexterlounge@gmail.com, I would greatly appreciate that actually.
That'd be great.
Because I could not find it. So if you found it, I would appreciate that. So we're going to finish up with just a couple minutes of this. Obviously, he's moving the goalposts all over the place. He's trying to say that it's going to be up to the last minute, that they're going to pull a switcheroo on everybody at the last minute and make it look like they were going to lead right into the sequels, but then they won't. So
hacking existing Star Wars material, and they're not consulting Kathleen Kennedy on how they do it.
Because Kathleen Kennedy's in the shower.
The only question here really is how far are they willing to go? And I have multiple sources saying that they are planning on erasing the Disney sequel trilogy. Other people are saying, well, they may impact it, they may make it more bearable, but as you know, I have said without respect we reject, and I have said that we must have this abomination corrected, erased, and disposed of, and replaced. We've got to have all these things happen in lieu of a direct apology from Lucasfilm to fans. We've got to have that. We can't move on without it.
I'm sorry.
A direct apology to
Can you imagine the day? It's like, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming. I've prepared a statement. Due to the fact that Doomcock has called us out several times on his channel, not due to the millions of dollars, the billions of dollars, I should say, that we've made on these movies, and the fact that people have pretty much gotten over it and now enjoying The Mandalorian and all of its goodness. We have decided that we, Lucasfilm, Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, J.J. Abrams, yes, that we should all, Chris Terrio even, that we should all apologize for our actions in bringing you the sequel trilogy. Thanks to the wisdom of the one named Doomcock, we have seen the error of our ways. And because without respect, he will reject and try to give us all that weird tattoo, we have decided to apologize. We ask that we ask humbly that you forgive us and enjoy the adventures of Mike Zero in the new Titanic movie. Thank you.
Exclusively on Disney Plus.
I'll take questions now. Questions, anyone? Any questions? No? Okay, good.
Were you Doomcock's source? I can neither confirm nor deny.
Take some salt. Take some salt. Lots of salt.
That should be the
back the salt in.
That should be the next thing. Is somebody should go on and start making videos like, I'm Doomcock's source. I'm the one giving him all this information.
Yeah, right.
And then because he can't prove it, he can't disprove it either.
Nope. There's absolutely no proof with any of this, and that's the point, right? I mean, that's really the point of the whole thing, is there's no proof.
Luke Skywalker remains on Octo, sucking on manatee milk and being a general recluse. Okay,
so first of all, it's Octu. This guy really does not know how to pronounce words, does he?
He doesn't. No.
I mean, he's all over the map on this. It's Octu. It's got two. Okay, so it's Octu.
Gosh, yes. He might not know how to read very well.
Well, I don't think that it's not. I don't think that it's not that he knows how to read. I think the helmet's in the way.
Doomcock reads at a 3rd grade level, and let's just,
Can we say a prayer for him?
We'll say something for him.
Light a candle.
Oh man.
But seriously, I mean, like, okay, he's obviously mispronouncing this stuff on purpose, okay, because nobody would be that far off.
No.
But beyond that, the reality is he's complaining now that Luke was a hermit, but yet he goes on about how George Lucas is amazing and like should have done his trilogy, but Luke was a hermit in George Lucas's trilogy. George Lucas revealed that Luke was still going to be off on an island, on an island somewhere on a planet, just like we find him in this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's it. Maybe, yeah, but I mean, I think what they really want though is they don't want that. They want Heir to the Empire and stuff like that. That's I know. But I mean, it's
okay. Well, you know what? I don't know about you. I've had enough of this one because it just goes on and on.
To fix them, he's got to find out exactly what the correct intersection point.
This one's the perfect gift.
Yeah. So he literally just goes on with the same,
maybe your son,
with the same stuff for like another 10 minutes, basically. Going on about.
Did you thumbs down that video?
Did I? No, I don't think I did. Did I? Oh my gosh, I did. I didn't even mean to.
Look at you.
All right. I didn't even mean to.
You subconsciously gave him a thumbs down.
Favreau's like, for the love of God, just end it now.
He's like,
just please,
dear Lord, keep me out of your mouth.
Please, Lord Doomcock, let it die. So yeah, and then of course he's got to throw in the obligatory Darth Kennedy. Because you got to have that in every video, the Darth Kennedy, and it's just the same stuff over and over again. But I want to thank our good friends because we're going to stop that one. But we're going to take a listen real quick before we have a little bit of a conversation here. We're going to take a listen because I now have that video.
Yes. Is that from Chin?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Chin, thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Chin. You came through. Check it out. Here we go. Are you ready? We're gonna listen to this. It's 30 seconds.
It's funny.
Okay, here we go.
My sources tell me that tensions are rising in Lucasfilm between the Favreau faction and the Kennedy camps. Listen to this quote from Kathleen Kennedy from this week's investor meeting at Disney HQ. "What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know that I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills."
I don't think this is the one from earlier.
So I think we got punked. But it's still funny.
It still has the voice, right?
Yeah. It's still, yeah. That's funny though. That's funny. I don't think that's the actual that's not his voice. You can actually you know what? Actually, if you give me just a second, there is
Go to Friday Night Frolics or something like that.
No, you know what? Yeah, I mean, you can hear his voice on his Friday.
Gamers. He did
that. Geeks and Gamers.
He can't have a beautiful voice like some of us.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what he actually sounds like here.
Yeah, that's the Charbo's like, yeah, that's the 4chan Navy SEAL meme. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that's funny though. It's still funny because of what it is. But yeah. So this is what he actually sounds like. He did this, and this is actually going to probably be a good segue into our conversation with you guys, because this is when he did a video with Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and it was a car video. And so there's Doomcock. That's actually Doomcock there, in that mask. Don't they just look like a?
I know. Do you think you think his hand is on Jeremy's thigh?
I'm sorry. You all were talking at the same time. What did you guys say?
You think his hand is on Jeremy's thigh when they're driving? He's like, "Hey, babe, just going for a cruise."
It's a car. Video. All right, so we'll take just a second listen to this so everybody can hear, if you haven't heard before, what he sounds like exactly. So here we go. Oops.
To rendezvous with my friend, my cohort, my fellow YouTuber, the extraordinary, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers. Hail, Jeremy!
What's up, Geeks and Gamers? What's up?
They're just sitting in a parking lot together.
Hail to you,
it's
Jeremy.
a pleasure to be here with you, sir, future ruler of Earth.
Thank you, my friend. I am absolutely delighted to meet you. It is like I have stepped through the TV screen.
It's like 5 minutes of them just like going on. I'm very happy to see you. I'm very happy to see you. I am so excited. I'm elated to see you. Let's bow before each other. Yes,
I'm glad we could stop the kissing before we turned on the camera.
Yes. What if the cops showed up? Like the cops showed up, excuse me, sir. What are you guys doing in this parking lot?
Be like,
it's like a drug deal going down.
Be like, hey, how did you guys meet each other? Well, we were both at the rest area one night, and we just kind of like ran into each other.
Yeah, it looks like another kind of transaction is going down, doesn't it? Like, I'm just saying. Look at that grin on Jeremy's face. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay.
And I have found myself in a all lost in a wonderland.
Oh dear God.
Of Jeremy-ness. I am sitting in the Jeremy.
Wow.
I told you. He's definitely some thigh touching in this right now.
Even Jeremy's embarrassed. So he's like,
yeah.
Hashtag, where's Doomcock's hand?
Wow. Oh, man. Lost in a wonderland of Jeremy-ness. Is that like the song "Your Body Is a Wonderland"?
Your body is a Jeremy land.
Jeremy land.
Mobile. It is,
what do you thump there?
Quattro. It is absolutely gorgeous.
The Audi TT.
Audi TT Quattro. It is absolutely a breathtaking.
Like what the heck?
It is a pretty.
What the heck is
it doesn't have any shark's teeth, skull and crossbones or fins. So I mean,
Jeremy looks Jeremy looks like so uneasy right now.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Jeremy look that uneasy.
Yeah, he looks disturbed.
He looks disturbed, doesn't he?
I'm just not gonna. This could go many ways, and I just can't.
I'm telling you, there's just way too much going on there. If you can watch the whole video if you just look up Geeks and Gamers Doomcock. oh my goodness, what an interesting sight. So you know what? So yeah, so usually we watch the whole video, but I think we all get where that one was going. Doomcock is on the ropes. He's man,
floundering.
He's floundering. He knows that people are onto him. That this is what we say every week, ladies and gentlemen. The guy is a grifter. These people are trying to just use people's fears about Star Wars, their dislikes of certain movies and shows and whatever, against them. Basically, their insecurities. And so we were talking about this last week over on Max's channel, and that's where I met Nick and Lex.
Yes.
And what, guys, before we talk to you, first of all, welcome once again.
Thank you so much for having us.
So glad to have you guys here on the show.
Mr. Doomcock.
Yes.
Yeah. So why don't you guys first tell us a little bit about you all, and how you guys like got on YouTube or something like that, so that our people can kind of get to know you a little bit.
Well, we love music, and it was the reason we met. And with the pandemic, we hadn't really listened to like a lot of music, so we were like kind of missing that part of it. And so we decided we should do like a reaction video, like that would be.
But we just did one by literally just to try it out.
Yeah.
Right? And we didn't even know how it worked. And so we just did one. And
we literally said, like, in the video, like, this is a test. Like, we are not posting this. This is a total test. Like, and we said it like a couple times. And then we, like, I think at some point in the middle of the video started treating it like as an actual, like, reaction,
Because we were reacting to the song because we'd never.
And the audio sucks. And, like, everything was totally improvised. But we loved that. We were like, oh my God, we didn't cut. Like, it really worked out. And we were kind of like, we should do another one. And it got like,
and before I did have the channel before, and we're doing some like unboxings and I was posting a lot of like music and stuff, but just for
Switch.
Because of the Switch and PlayStation, we did some like gaming videos, and then it just took off. And then
so now like we're really, really enjoying it. We're like getting to listen to music, doing something we really love and enjoy. Cool. And then as a plus, like we like get to show them to my dad, and he really enjoys them. Like he recommends like a lot of the songs, and like that's also like another cool part of it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. I get by accident. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Well, I know when we talked last week, you guys were trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, but I saw that you guys went over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, hey, congratulations! That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
thank you
that's
so much.
really exciting.
Really, like you helped us and Max as well.
Definitely, yeah.
So thank you so much, and
that's awesome.
Everybody watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple of the people here I recognize.
Yes.
Like Sir Nerd a lot. You comment sometimes on our stuff, so that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys go over and check them out. They've got a lot of great content over there, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do in the future.
Thank you.
So you guys were telling us that you're Star Wars fans.
Yes.
And you were telling me specifically that you used to listen to the Fandom Menace.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was totally like, I have to say, yes, I was like, I don't know, almost like trapped. Yeah. Because I mean, I've been a Star Wars fan since I can remember, since I was a child, like 4 years old. And I've always loved Star Wars. I mean, I've been drawing Star Wars, all the video games. I've always had multiple versions of the movies, every single edition, just like you. I mean, your room, that's my room used to look like that as well. Before,
nice.
And then my mom got rid of everything, But yeah, so I've been, and then I remember when The Force Awakens came out, I loved it. I walked out of the theater, and there were some people already like saying, "Oh,
yeah,"
because I guess I still said it was amazing. I loved it, and I couldn't wait for The Last Jedi. And then when The Last Jedi came out, I remember I did walk out of the theater and I posted on Facebook. Remember that I loved it.
Yes.
And there were some like negative comments coming in already, and then that's when basically that was the turning point, because then I was like, well, I'm gonna look at what other people think about this movie.
Mm.
And that's when
And
I
then
stumbled
he came across
Geeks and
Jeremy.
Gamers, yeah. And then I kind of got sucked into that.
That was dark. That was a dark time because he was like always, commenting how much he didn't like it and how it was just all negativity. And I would listen to this barking like in the background while I'm cooking, and I'm like, what is this?
What are you listening to?
Why all this negativity?
Yeah.
So that would happen. Yeah, that happened, and then it just like, I don't know. It took a while to get it out of my system.
Yes.
Because I mean, you see like Doomcock, and they never stop.
No.
Or Jeremy, it's all negativity, and I remember all this Brie Larson drama, and oh my god, I had a job where I had a lot of time to have my phone on while I was doing my job, so I got really like deep into the cult.
Yeah.
So.
Well, people ask us all the time, like, so the people here in the chat, they're awesome, and they come every week, and we're really excited for them because you guys make the show. I mean, obviously they send us pictures, and they send us all kinds of fun stuff, videos and everything, and it just it makes it nice, and it makes it fun, and everybody I think feels like they're part of it, and that's what we try to do. But there's many people who, like, after the live show, people will find the show later, and like I've gotten some ridiculous comments from people, or private messages from people, and they're like, "Oh, you're just jealous of Doomcock. You're just jealous of Mike Zero. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a bunch of idiots and stuff." And I'm like, I don't think you understand why we're doing this. Or they'll say, like, you didn't get to the video and stuff. They don't understand the live show, that we're having fun and we're talking, and and it's not like we're doing somebody said, well, you could have done this in a 10-minute video, and I'm like, that's not the point of the video.
No, we're gonna have fun.
It's a live video. We're doing it live. We're having fun. And but one of the parts of that is I try to explain to people, we're not just doing this to just bash people. We have some fun. We poke some fun and everything, but these are public figures. These are people who are out there, and their voices are very well known. And they're not ashamed to go to great lengths to bash the people who create Star Wars and the things that we love. And that's fine if they have their opinion. And I always like to stress that this has never been about whether or not you like The Last Jedi or not. This has never been about whether you like the sequels or not, or any of those things, or like the same things that I like. This is all about these people who are literally trying to grift you, because you got people like Doomcock, like Mike Zero, who are trying to profit off of
the hate
and the hurt, and I totally understand it. If there are people out there who you felt hurt by The Last Jedi, like, I don't understand it personally, because I didn't feel the same way, but my heart goes out to you because I don't want you to feel that way. But I also don't want you to be taken advantage of to follow a leader like Doomcock or a Mike Zero or a Jeremy or whatever.
You more,
and I just saw in the comment section a guy posted, like, I can't believe, like, I listened to these idiots for so long.
Yeah.
Down in the comment section below. And I was like, yes,
and thank you,
exactly,
by the way, I've been rating you guys. Thank you for
Ambassador Wing. Yes,
and
yes.
I'm glad a couple of you guys got out too. Like,
Ambassador Wing, he says, like, that's how I felt. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, because I was like, I hate Star Wars, and I didn't even want to watch Solo because there were, like, all that Solo BS, And I was like, I'm not even gonna go watch it. And then
I was telling Nick, like, you're letting them ruin, like, your childhood. Like, he would always talk about he got me into Star Wars. Like, I'm literally a Star Wars fan now because of him. Like, I would have never watched them. I wasn't raised with them. My dad isn't really, like, into them.
I got into all the good stuff, now. Like Aliens and Terminator and all the good stuff.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, so, like, he turned me into, like, this totally different version, and, like,
I remember I showed her the first episode of Game of Thrones. She was blown away. And first first before that she was like, oh, I hate everything that has to do with dragons and wizards and swords and
I had
costumes.
never watched Lord of the Rings.
And I was like, just watch one episode, and then she was hooked.
Yes, and now, so like I loved that he would share his passion with me, and like I did not agree with a lot of the things that like Jeremy would say about, you know, Star Wars and like a lot of the stuff that a lot of the people don't like.
We watched it together. Yeah,
I'm like, okay, you know, maybe I would have done something different, but I respect what they're doing with it. Like, it's okay.
You can't change what it,
and they have to, I think, maybe swerve some of the things to the younger generation. We have to understand that, you know, like things have changed a lot since the originals came out, and sometimes that like affects it. But anyway, I was just like kind of sad that it was destroying everything that he used to be so passionate about, and it's just sad.
Yeah.
Like what kind of brought you out of that though too? I mean, like it's so obviously, you know, watching it helped to feed the hate, right? Watching that stuff, consuming that fandom menace stuff. What was it that kind of snapped you out of it that made you say? Was it like a moment?
By rewatching them afterwards, because I mean, you have to be honest with the Last Jedi. The cinematography is amazing. Like, it's really really great. Yeah. And it just like, and I was just like, well, you know, I'm just gonna take it for what it is, you know. And I just like by rewatching the movie and just by accepting the fact that that's just the vision that what's his name, Ryan Johnson had, you know. So well, it took me
it's pronounced ruin.
Ruin, right? Ruin. And I actually remember calling him that as well, and like in the comment section, you know, ruin and Jar Jar Abrams and stuff like that. You know, I was in that I was on that boat, you know. But I guess it also, once I saw the Rise of Skywalker, I guess it was over all the hate and all. I guess I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a weird journey.
No, well, and it's nice that you share it though too. I mean, I know like Ambassador and some others have had the same experience, and so it's just amazing that like. Well, here's what I really want to get at though too. How do you feel like angry a little bit that maybe you were being fed this stuff?
Oh yeah.
To just be angry? Like, did it ever, like, does that tick you off that they were just trying to make you angry so that you would keep watching for their own benefit?
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. That was also the turning point when I was like, I was getting over it. You know, it was just like, okay, I've accepted what came out, and then they would just keep on going and going, and you know how the algorithm just recommends you the same videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, when are they going to stop? It's 2019 and he's still talking about The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when is this going to stop? And that's when I was like, no, I'm out of here. I'm done.
And I was telling Nick, do you know how much money he's making off of this? Like,
and
even if he doesn't agree, he's not
200,000
stupid enough to
subs.
stop and just like say goodbye
and
to
it's,
all
I mean,
of the money that he's making.
And I mean, I respect him, and I mean, he must be a smart guy, I guess, to get that, but it's not cool, for the fans. And he's wearing that Star Wars hat, and he's like just bashing on Star Wars every single day, on Mark Hamill, and it was always about politics with him, and I'm not a big fan of that, so that also got me like, away because of constantly, and all the social justice warrior nonsense and all that stuff. I mean, it's just like, oh my God.
Well, and I think that, and I mean, and the fandom menace has really tapped into the idea that, the things we love, we consume, right? Because we love them, we cherish them. But the things that make us angry, we consume those a whole lot more in today's society.
Yeah.
And just so that we can get angry about them, just so we can hate on them. I mean, it stinks. And
but it's true. It's like what they say, misery loves company. So a lot more people unite for negative things than they do for positive things. And that's with everything, like the
news,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Everything. People are really quick to complain, but it's
and I think, of course, that channel, when he created that channel, he was like, I think I got something here, you know, and that's kind of like, I don't know.
Once you go down the path to the dark side,
yep,
forever will it dominate your path, and
right.
that's exactly
for him, because he's obviously a Star Wars fan, and to talking about Star Wars that way every day must be horrible.
Yeah,
to go to bed at night and say, "Oh my God!" Well, just like, and he can't even go back, because how would he look?
Yep.
You know, this legacy would be like, this was all like fake. You know.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So now he has to hate Star Wars for the rest of his life.
Exactly. Yeah, you because you can't undo that. Like you because now that he's been successful at this negativity, you can't just undo the negativity and just show up one day and be like, oh, by the way, guys, it was a joke, or I've changed my mind now, because you're going to expose that, and then people aren't going to want to listen to you. This is an interesting thing. So TW pointed out the fact that, like, George Lucas said, you know, Star Wars is a movie for 12-year-olds. And then I wanted to point out, like, because Vincent Rhodes, you know, made a comment, says, I know where George Lucas says that, but maybe it was true in 1977. It definitely evolved from being for 12-year-olds. I want to put out this thought on that. And that is that the movie didn't evolve. The movies didn't change. The baseline didn't change. I mean, if you look at the original trilogy, it's still the same original trilogy. It didn't change from being for 12-year-olds. If you look at the prequels are definitely for 12-year-olds. I mean, there's a lot of wee and yippee yay, and, you know, let's try spinning. You know, that's a good move. You know, what
the line you most hated about episode?
Yeah. We can all find things that we don't like about it. What did change is the fans. Now, the fans have gotten older, but the thing is we've tried to keep that innocence about ourselves. And I think what's hard for us as adults, we are some of the first generations to ever kind of have this kind of thing. Okay. Because generations that came before us, men were men. You got to a certain age and you went to work and you took life seriously, and you smoked a couple packs a day, and you know, and you did your thing. You drank your beer when you came home, you know, you nodded at your wife every once in a while. The kids got in your, you know, you said, get out of here, kids, you're bothering me. And, you know, and like, so that's where we came from. And then it kind of evolved, you know, dinner was on the table. Wives were, you know, make sure dinner was on the table, and everybody was taken care of. And the kids were off playing with toys and doing their kid things, and watching their science fiction and doing their things. And then some interesting things started happening. Star Trek came around. Right? Star Trek came around, and all of a sudden there was this kind of grown-up sci-fi thing, right, in the 60s. And then through the 70s, things started evolving a little bit more. You got these like kind of serious science fiction movies. You know, you got 2001, and you got, you know, some of these other things, you know, Aliens, you know, and stuff. But Star Wars captured our imagination and almost froze a generation in time, I think.
Yes.
Where it was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Nothing is going to be like this again, and nothing has been like that again.
No.
And the thing is that the little kid in me who saw Star Wars and fell in love with Star Wars, that kid didn't evolve. You know, like, I stayed there with Star Wars. So if Star Wars changed a little bit, you know, as it did evolve with new movies and new storylines, because a lot of the fan base, it's kind of looked at as, well, they're a little bit more mature, they can handle these other things. And really what we really just wanted was to see Luke Skywalker and Han Solo running around with a blaster and a lightsaber, because that's what stirs me up from my childhood, right? That's what I want to see. I want to, you know, and we're willing to accept that out of our Star Wars if that was all that we had. There's plenty of people that I've talked to who have talked about how, like, you know, what they really wanted to see in the sequels was, you know, older Luke, you know, like bringing down Star Destroyers, you know, and stuff with the Force, and, you know, doing these amazing things. And in reality, it's like what Star Wars gave us really was real life stuff. Like, hey, you're when you're young, you're kind of this optimistic, I'm going to take on the world or the universe kind of idea. And then all of a sudden you evolve to your 60-year-old man, and you're like, man, I've seen some stuff, and I've experienced some stuff, and I've saved the galaxy a few times now, and
I'm done.
Yeah, like I can't be responsible for all this stuff anymore. When I'm gone, who else is going to do this stuff? And I can't just go running out with a laser sword every time somebody comes and says, hey, we need you. You know, people got to be reliant upon themselves. People have to do this themselves.
Yeah.
And George actually talked to Mark Hamill back in like the 83 or so. And he was like, hey, would you be up to doing like a, you know, like a Luke Skywalker Obi-Wan figure in 30 years? And he's like, well, you know, of course. So there's like an interview on YouTube where Mark Hamill was like, yeah, sure. I would totally be up for it. So
yeah,
that's basically what we got, you know, so it's not even that off, you know, so.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, it is what it is. But you know, like you said, there's too much of this negativity that has just continued to
well, and it's not the
permeate.
fact that it's, if someone doesn't like a movie, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. If you did not enjoy, I mean, I think I've admitted before, honestly, there's parts of, you know, the Rise of Skywalker, like it's really not something that I enjoyed too terribly much. Like, it just depends on how I'm looking at it. But my kids love the Rise of Skywalker. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can have an opinion on the different facets of Star Wars, the different things that have come out, but I don't think you need to just kind of turn that into a hate machine and then turn it into, you know, I've got secret information that will make you hate it less.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's what the fandom menace has just gone from people coming together and saying, yeah, I like this, I didn't like that, which is fine, to now it's like, now we know who the real villain is, and now we're going to crush Kathleen Kennedy and we're going to take back Star Wars. And it's like, holy mackerel, you guys are nuts.
Well, that's the thing is they're like, we're going to undo the sequels now, and we're going to take it back, and then it's not even good enough. It's not even good enough that they acknowledge it, maybe, and even, like, you know, undo it. No, we can't just change what's there. It has to be completely erased now. Literally, we have to go into every catacomb. We have to go into everybody's house and steal every copy of the sequel trilogy and burn it at effigy, or we reject.
That's like you know, a band coming out with an album, you know, like, no, this album never existed. We're going to come out with something different. And like, it's going to, you know, replace this. Yeah. It's like, no, it's like, once it's out there, it's out there. I mean, now you've got people, coming up with all these convoluted time travel theories to try and make, you know, it's like, come on, guys, let's just, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
The albums, because, like, for example, you guys know Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, so, yeah. I mean, they all their albums
run like, to the hill.
Exactly, yeah. So yes, but they also had like one or two bad albums. I mean, it's not like they're just gonna like erase them from existence,
right?
You know? Just gonna like
there's a lot of bands that wish they could do that.
Yeah, I mean, even Metallica,
but I've never really liked that, because I mean, you released it for a reason.
Yeah,
you know,
and I mean,
like, you agreed to it at that time. So
yeah, I mean, and it was good. It there's always something good.
If at least it taught you
even
what
in
you
bad
didn't want
movies,
to do.
like for example, the last Terminator movie wasn't the best one, but it still has some good stuff.
There's still parts to enjoy.
Yeah, it's still great. I mean, it had a like Latino Terminator. Was awesome in Mexico City.
Oh, Nick's TW is asking you, what would you describe as Maiden's bad albums?
Tread carefully.
Well, the ones with Blaze Bayley, when Bruce Dickinson left the band, those were pretty good, but Blaze Bayley is not the best singer, so I hope you agree with me, Music Man.
No, TW.
Oh, TW, yeah. But I mean, they're still not bad albums. It's just like not my favorite albums.
Yes.
But they're still good.
All right, Brad, just for you. I don't mind stealing bread. There you go.
There you go. Alice in Chains.
No, Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell, yeah.
That's
yeah.
A little bit of what was that group that he
they formed like amazing like
dog
Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dog, yeah.
Yes.
And that's
I'm going hungry.
Oh my God, That song is.
I'm going hungry.
That song always like gets to me every single
good song.
time.
Good song.
So good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just that that's a really good point about music, because there's a lot of music that comes out. I mean, like Load, Reload. I'm looking at you.
Metallica, yeah.
But you know what? There's a couple of songs on both of those albums.
Until It Sleeps was pretty nice.
Until It Sleeps was pretty good. I actually like Hero of the Day. I actually like Hero of the Day.
Like a Black 2,
Yeah.
When I bought the CD, and I was like, well, this is not Black 2 at all. And then, but it's still good. Now when you go back to these albums, they're pretty good,
There's a lot of stuff like that like maybe you slept on it at first and you were just like,
I never heard. She got me into it, Death Magnetic.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I saw it live, so I think that's also why I really enjoyed it. So
I took it to Maiden though.
Yeah.
Live.
now one thing that I don't think will ever probably grow on me is that live video of Kirk Hammett and what's his name, the bass player doing Prince's
that's
Doves When Doves Cry. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that.
Yes,
it's so bad.
I'll have to watch it.
Oh my god! Right now I'm just I feel uneasy.
They've done a few of those, right? Where they just like play together, Robert and Kirk, and they just
they just kind of do this thing, like he's got his guitar, he's got his bass, and like they just kind of do their own little set thing, and they were trying to do When Doves Cry by Prince because they were in Minneapolis, and it's just so bad. It's so out of key, it's so out of tune, the guitar is horrible in it, and you're just like, wait a second, this is Metallica, this isn't supposed to be like two kids at a talent show with no talent. What the heck?
Kirk has like this, I don't know why, but his guitar is always out of tune. I've been playing guitar for 17 years. There's always, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't care anymore, which is fine. I mean, he has made billions of dollars.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But he's just like, I guess also the whammy bar he uses.
Yeah, well, I mean, that'll do it too.
It gets you out of tune. You know, you're music. So.
Yep. But yeah.
Anything against Kirk?
They're coming for you now. They're coming for you now.
Now you got the Metallica Menace coming after you. You're done.
Metallica Menace.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Without respect, we reject. Hatfield be thy name.
Long live Metallica and Megadeth and Anthrax. The big four, the big four.
Smashing Pumpkins, Ambassadorial. I like Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh yeah,
a lot. I saw them live.
My God,
too. They were really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We love grunge and metal.
Yeah.
She's more the grunge girl, and like the
grunge
and
folk,
the folk
indie.
and the indie. Yeah.
I'm more open to like
I'm more like the
because I'm
metal.
younger.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing is that's what I was into too. I'm into rock of all kinds. And it was funny because because I was like, I grew up during the 80s, so I became a teenager, in what the very end of the 80s, in early 90s, and so I was still listening to 80s metal and all that stuff, and that's what I cut my teeth. I mean, like seriously, like my guitar instruction was basically the Black Album. Right. Metallica's Black Album, that's what you did. And then like I learned almost the entire Nevermind album, but as a joke, because I really didn't like grunge at the time, and I really didn't appreciate alternative music at all because it wasn't metal. And everybody that I hung out with, man, everything was about metal. And then it was weird because as I got older, my music tastes evolved and changed.
Of course, yeah.
And all of a sudden I started realizing that I liked stuff that my friends might not have liked or may not have had the guts to say that they liked because of fear of retribution. But you know what? I liked it, and I could like it all, and that's when I was able to go back and say, okay, you know what? I like this band and I like that band that maybe I didn't appreciate while it was fresh. But now I do appreciate it. And I think that Star Wars is very much like that when a new Star Wars movie comes out, it's very easy for the old school people to go, no, it's not metal. It's not metal. It doesn't have a awesome, crazy guitar solo in it, lightsaber fight in it. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars.
That's a good comparison, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and then 10 years from now, because back then we're like, no, right, guys? We don't like it. Right, guys? Okay, yeah, we don't like it, right? And then 10 years from now, all of a sudden you're sitting there, late one night at about 2 a.m, and all of a sudden, Last Jedi comes on the TV, and you're like, I don't remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's that. I never looked at it that way before.
Right.
It's kind of like you listen to Nickelback now, you're like, man, Nickelback is amazing. Or is that just me?
I love Nickelback.
I never hated Nickelback. I never hated
He's
Nickelback.
not a fan, and every time I've played them, he's like,
I love Guns N' Roses.
They're good, okay? They're good.
I love Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses were the other one, but
I love Guns N' Roses. Ambassadorial just gave me a great
Guns
idea.
N' Roses. I mean, yes,
dude.
I know.
But Nickelback
Appetite for Destruction is like an all-time album.
That's like an anthem, you know. I mean,
when we play "Sweet Child of Mine," when people just hear that opening, I mean, people just are like,
just like he just made that up on the fly.
Yeah,
so crazy. But here's the interesting thing, because like you mentioned Nickelback, and like I honestly, there's no reason why people shouldn't like Nickelback. Like, there's nothing special about Nickelback that like should like garner all that hate. Like they don't. It's not like they did anything. People, you know what it is? People don't like the way Chad Kroeger looks. They because he looks like a pretty boy who's playing rock music, and they don't like that. But the reality is like because I used to get in these discussions. It's not like I'm a huge Nickelback fan, but I like some of their songs. In fact, my favorite music video of all time is "Saving Me," because "Saving Me," that music video. Saving Me is the greatest concept I've ever seen for a music video. Basically, a guy is standing on a street corner, and it starts out, and this other guy who kind of looks homeless or whatever, like runs and kind of tackles him out of the way of something and saves him from getting hit by a car. And then all of a sudden, that guy like looks at him really weird and walks away into the crowd. And now all of a sudden, the music is playing and stuff. And the idea of the song is like, if you have something to say to me that can help me, that can save me, don't be afraid to say it. Say it to me. If it's worth saving me, if I'm worth that to you, then say it to me. And I'm a person of faith, so you know what? That really hits home with me too, that it's like, if you care about somebody, you love them and you want to share that with them, you know, whatever. But you know, it's interesting because then all of a sudden that guy who just got saved, he looks around him and there's these digital clocks above everybody's head, and he realizes at some point that they're counting down. And a little old lady is taken out on a gurney, and like everybody's got this digital clock, and he sees this little old lady as she's being put into an ambulance, that it goes down to 0 and then she's gone. And so he's walking around the city and he's looking at everybody, and some people have these big long numbers, you know, that stretch out here and
they're
stuff.
rich.
Well, no, they have these big long numbers because they've got all the time in the world, like because it's their time clock winding down.
Like that movie In Time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And so finally he at the end, towards the end of the video, he sees this lady also standing there, and she's getting ready to get into her car off the street, and she goes to open the door, and he sees that her clock is winding down to 0, and he reaches out and he grabs her and pulls her back from the car. And when he does this, like big things like that was hanging above apparently on the street, you know, like a window or something, like comes crashing down on the car and, you know, destroys the car, and he just saved that lady. And so then now all of a sudden he's looking around and he doesn't see the clocks anymore. And so now he's able to go disappear into the crowd. And now you see her kind of look around because she's seeing the clock. So it's now her mission to go save somebody else. So it's like, pass it on. And I just think that that's an awesome concept for a video. I mean, it's just it's a powerful statement, you know, to help each other out and to be there for each other. But also, like, you know, I've had lots of friends because I'm a musician, and so like, you know, I have the typical friends who are just like, Nickelback sucks, and I'm like, okay, why? Well, because they suck.
Just because, yeah.
Okay, well, why do they suck? Give me a reason why they suck. Well, just listen to them. They suck. I'm like, yeah, it's not really a good enough reason. Well, they sound like everybody else. Well, there's a lot of bands that sound like everybody else, but that doesn't tell me why Nickelback sucks. And I get in these discussions, and then I would tell them, because I learned a few years ago that Nickelback actually at one point, and I don't know if it's still true, but at one point they were the highest selling foreign band in the United States, outselling the Rolling Stones,
U2.
Really?
Wow.
U2,
Yeah.
the Beatles. They had sold more albums, and it's an interesting fact. So like one Halloween, I put on this blonde mullet wig, and I took a T-shirt, and I hot glued a bunch of nickels on the back of it, and then on the front of it, I took like a white grease pen, and I wrote, "I'm the #1 selling foreign band of all time. Why don't you like me?" And people would see the front and go like, "I don't get it," and then I would turn around and they're looking like.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and so I did that, but yeah, I mean, somebody's buying those albums.
Yeah.
Somebody's buying those albums. If they're setting records and they're doing, which I think is funny because right now YouTube has a commercial with a photograph on that. I don't know if you guys have run across that commercial yet. So it was kind of funny. I had a guy look at me funny the other day because I was out in public and I was standing there with my phone, and all of a sudden, look at this photograph comes on, and I'm like, it's a commercial, man. I'm not watching the photograph.
like, hey, yeah.
That's good.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. But sonically, man, they like their albums actually sound really good sonically.
Yeah.
Like because I mean,
I haven't heard enough to be like.
You've probably heard a couple.
I guess I've heard.
Yeah,
there's some good stuff.
I love Deep Purple. Somebody was talking about if I like Deep Purple. Yes, of course. Deep Purple is amazing.
I saw somebody throw some Coheed and Cambria out there. I'm a big fan of theirs.
Racer X. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and Mars Volta.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to catch up with everybody.
Racer X. That's with Paul Gilbert. Yeah.
And then you have bands like
classical, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin. I mean, Black Sabbath, all the Judas Priest, of course. But we listen to everything. Right?
Aerosmith. I've seen Aerosmith a few times. My favorite concert ever was, let's see, Aerosmith was there, Kiss, and then Ted Nugent was the opener. So so with like Nugent, Kiss, and the Aerosmith, and it was fantastic.
Oh my God, have you ever seen Roger Waters live?
Oh, that was
we watched Roger Waters. Oh my God, that was the experience of a lifetime. Like they even raised like this building from Animals, from the album. Animals. It was just surreal. Yeah, it was amazing. And then at the end, you could see like the triangle from Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh wow!
The sound was amazing, and he played like the wall.
Yeah, and there was like
the laughter
speakers
was
behind
all
us,
you,
and it was just insane.
Great.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. We were lucky to be able to.
Oh yeah, before this whole thing.
Yeah, I know, man.
Speak up.
although I will say this: the best concert I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of shows, seen a lot of bands, played with a lot of bands, done a lot of big shows. Like I played in a band. I played with a Grammy winner, and we toured for a summer, and I played a show in front of 10,000 people, which was insane. So I've had an opportunity to see some things, but that's what it always makes me laugh when people ask me what my favorite show was of all time, and very simply, Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, that would
Oh my
be
God! Weird Al, have you known?
I know very little of him.
He's basically he's the guy who did the Chili Peppers, but instead of Give It Away, he's like
Yabba Yabba Do Now.
Yabba Dabba
Dabba Dabba Dabba Dabba Do Now.
It's amazing. Yeah, I just watched a video of him like 2 days ago, and I was like, he's so good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen Weird Al now in concert 3 times, and the guy is absolutely, like, people just think he just does parodies, so he's just doing other people's music, whatever, but he doesn't just do parodies. He does his own original songs, it's comedy and everything. And, but he has had the same band since the 70s. Like, it's the same guys. People don't realize that, but he's got the same guys. His show is, like I said, the best show that you'll go see, because first of all, his band is amazing. If you're a musician, you got to go see Weird Al, because his band, like I said, they're the same guys. Plus, the band is just fantastic. And people don't think about this, but he covers every genre of music. You can imagine everything from pop to rap to metal to hard rock, classical, everything and anything in between. And it's like, when you see his band, you're just like, holy crap, these guys are good.
We should do UHF as a watch party.
Oh my gosh! And then UHF as a watch party. Now that's a great movie.
That would be great.
But then also he does a costume change for basically every song, because every song has a theme, and so every song has its own costumes and stuff like that. There's video stuff going on, there's multimedia stuff going on. It's amazing. You could take the kids to see him because it's clean enough that, you know, like you take the kids and so the whole family can go. It's a great show, and I tell people that and they're like, Weird Al, whatever, and then people will come back after, like, maybe they've seen some of his stuff live, because you can find a ton of his live stuff you know, on YouTube and different places, and people are like, wow, I never realized that Weird Al was that entertaining. And he is. He's a fun guy. He really is.
Yeah.
He really is. But yeah, you know, Johnny, I would love to do a watch party at UHF. That's the Weird Al movie, and that's a great movie.
It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys doing reaction videos. You guys should react to some Weird Al, and you should.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of ideas.
She has never
writing them down.
You've never really gotten into it.
Oh yeah.
You'll
love it.
Oh yeah. Actually, Weird Al has, in the last few years, he's really gained a popularity in the Black community. Because he was doing a lot of rap music for a while. Like he redid the song by Chameleon Air, "Riding Dirty," and it's called "White and Nerdy," and it's like the Nerds, you know, theme song, right? And so it's really funny because I went once, man, it was about 8 years ago. I went to sing karaoke with some friends, and I don't sing karaoke that often, just because my band was always playing and stuff. Like I don't like to just go sing karaoke a lot, but if I'm with the right people, I will. And so we were with some friends, we go sing karaoke, and everybody's kind of bugging me like, what are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? And I'm like, I'm going to do White and Nerdy. Well, right as I'm getting ready to get called up, like this whole party of African-American people walk in, and I'm getting ready to do this song, White and Nerdy. And I'm like, this is either going to go really well or it's going to go really bad. And so they hear the song, and it was great. Everybody was having such a fun time. They hear the song and they think I'm going to do the Chameleon Air song, "Riding Dirty," and they're all up and they're all looking at me like, they're all like, this white boy is going to do this song. This awesome, right? And then I come out like, first in my class there at MIT, got skills. I'm a champion at D&D. MC Escher, that's my favorite MC. Keep your 40. I'll just have an Earl Grey tea. My rims never spin to the contrary. You'll find that they're quite stationary. All my action figures cherry. Stephen Hawking's in my library. My MySpace page is all totally pimped out. Got people begging for my top 8 spaces. Yo, I know pie to 1,000 places. Ain't got no gats, but I still wear braces. I order all of my sandwiches with mayonnaise. I'm a whiz at Minesweeper. I can play for days. What you see, my sweet moves are going to stay amazed. Get this whole place to set the place ablaze, because I kill app and I have it run. Half passed out. Yo, I'm number one. Do my calculus just for fun. Ain't got a gap, but I got a soldering gun. Happy Days is my favorite theme song. Sure kick your sure kick your butt in a game of ping pong. Nation and trivia quiz you bring on. And it's just, oh my gosh, it was so fun.
Nice. Good.
Fantastic.
But I love the second verse though. Been browsing, inspecting X-Men comics. You know I collect them. The pens in my pockets, I must protect them. My ergonomic keyboard never leaves me bored. Shopping online for deals on some writable media. I edit Wikipedia. I memorize Holy Grail really well. I could recite it right now and have you ROTFLOL. I got a business doing websites. When my friends need code, who do they call? I do HTML for them all. Even got a homepage for my dog. Yo, I got myself a fanny pack. They were having a sale down at the Gap Pack. Got myself with a bowl of bubble wrap. Pop, hope no one sees me. Get freaky. I'm nerdy in the extreme, whiter than sour cream. I was in AV club and Glee club and even the chess team. Only question I ever thought was hard was, do I like Kirk or do I like Picard? Spend every weekend at the Renaissance Fair. Got my name on my underwear. They see me rolling. They're laughing and rolling their eyes because I'm white and nerdy. Because I'm white and nerdy. Just because I'm white and nerdy. I love that song. It's like my theme song, man.
TW's got a revelation there for you, though. I think you might be.
Uh-oh. And demonetized. It's a parody.
Right.
Fair use.
Yeah, fair use, baby. Fair use. I claim fair use on that one. Well, I also bring the house down when I do Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney.
Yeah, Christopher Barker, check out our Symphony X and Dream Theater reactions. We do
Dream Theater, good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Check those out.
Sure.
A lot of very good stuff going
Everybody's
on over
like a
here.
music
By
lover
the
in
way,
that chat.
everyone's very into the music.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
Weird Al.
A couple people.
Well, he's like from the 80s, you know, from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Ambassador Royal Wing says he's never seen UHF. Dude.
What?
Oh my gosh. We got to watch UHF. UHF is a cult classic that got buried because it came out in 1989. And that was the year that Batman came out. That was also the year that Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade came out.
The Abyss.
The Abyss came out. And I believe the last Back to the Future movie came out that year.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So like that movie just got totally buried under all these other big, huge movies coming out that it was like, you know, people were going to see Batmania hit and everybody was going to see Batman over and over. I was 13, man. It was like I was so desperate for a Batman t-shirt at that point. Literally, like I got a Batman t-shirt that I didn't realize was a girl Batman t-shirt. And I just didn't care because at least I had a Batman shirt because all my friends had a Batman shirt. And I was just like, you know, whatever. But
I remember that year also, like Prince was so big again because of the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the Bat Dance.
And I mean, that soundtrack is still my favorite. I mean, Hans Zimmer is good, but Danny Elfman, that's the real Batman, you know. For me, I mean,
Michael Keaton is a great Batman.
Brad here talks about Trapped in the Drive-Thru. That's a parody of
Trapped in the Closet.
Trapped in the Closet. Yeah,
came out that year. Wow.
That's what else came out that year?
Ghostbusters 2.
Oh my god, yeah, there you go. But Brad, I gotta tell you, Brad, me and my wife every once in a while will just look at each other and we'll go, and I looked at her, she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, what was that? I don't know. What were we talking about anyways?
Yeah.
I love that song. It's a great song.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, man. Especially for anybody who's that song is a great song for couples. Anybody who's ever sat there and gone, hey, honey, what do you want to eat tonight?
I don't know. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Yes. Then you know. So you got to listen to Trapped in a Drive-Thru by Weird Al because it is hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So fun. So fun. Well, this has been fun. You know, like we love doing the show. It's just fun. We love the people who always show up to egg us on and to have a good time with us. And I'm glad that you guys joined us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you so much for having us. We have had so much fun.
And Johnny Pop, so nice to meet you as well.
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yes.
And of course, and whenever you want to do this again, you know, we're up for another session.
Definitely.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you guys back on again. We'll definitely send you an invite to come on, just come be on one of our panels, just have some fun and everything else. So
fun,
Yes, definitely will. TW, thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for like your support, and we really had a lot of fun. Like we were saying last time when we were here, it felt like we
was like,
out like with friends or something, you know, because it really feels nice during the pandemic to be able to like
oh my god,
talk to someone else.
The last one with Mad Max,
we
were like, oh my god, I just felt I was like at somebody's house, you know, just like talking, like, you know, movies, and it's super weird.
It is nice.
Felt really cool. And then we stayed with you after. You know, so nice. So thank you so much, really. We're just like by ourselves all day. We work from home. We never leave the house. It's horrible. So this is so nice. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Max found you guys and brought you to our attention anyways. But you know, the funny thing is that's what Max excels at, actually. Is that right there is finding people and bringing them into our little I don't know, our little band of friends. So, you know, So we're always glad to welcome some more. And I'll tell you what, through this whole thing, it has been a blessing to be able to meet people and get to know people and, and meet new friends and all that stuff. And so we're going to close up here, but hey guys, if you haven't already, go over. I put the link in there before in the chat, or you can just look them up as Nick and Lex. So there you go. Now you want to answer the age-old question: which one's Nick? Which one's Lex?
Nick and Lex.
Oh, okay.
Could be
Wow.
I could be like Lex Luthor, you know.
I love it. I love it.
Ariel, we'd love to. He said he's doing a project on Star Wars, and that would be awesome to.
Sure, yeah, of course. Yeah,
would be great.
Heck yeah. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to support all of our sponsors. You know, Johnny, remember last week or a couple weeks ago when we were watching Mike Zero, and he got rid of the dartboard.
Yeah, he got
RIP to the dartboard. He actually put up a new thing. I'm trying to find it. This is the weirdest thing because I wish I could find it right now, because I actually found this. I was shopping and I found this thing that looked just like that new thing that he's got now up there. But I don't know where that went. But I do know this: Mike is starting a new business.
Is he? He's got a new venture.
He's got a new venture. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my!
for when your dartboard just has to go.
Oh my God! Yeah.
The Mike Zero art collection. It has been noted that all items are sold separately. You never know what's going to show up just over Mike's left shoulder. It could be a globe, an old phone, a clock. He could be pulling his ear. When that dartboard just has to go, don't forget Mike Zero's art collection. And I'd be remiss if I did not share with you this new latest information that has been brought to my attention. Apparently, Mike Zero has gotten just in the time that we've been here in this show for the last 2 hours, Mike has now gotten yet another role.
Oh.
But there's somebody else in this role, or in this movie as well with Mike, that I think you might recognize. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. It looks like he's going to play a cat of some kind. Maybe he's going to help Doomcock out there with that. With
Is he the new Catwoman? Is that what's going on?
Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, he's going to be in cat. Oh, but wait. Hold on.
Oh my.
Now that's all good and all, but I mean, like, oh, look how sexy. Oh yeah, look at cat Mike Zero.
That actor from Spider-Man.
Look at that look of love. Don't just want to come home to that every night. Oh yeah, but someone was watching this lovingly and longingly. Who's that up in the corner?
Oh my!
Wait, hold on. Who could that? Who could that be?
I'm sorry, I can't hide it anymore. It was me.
What? We're just now watching Mike Zero from afar. What are we doing here?
The heart wants what the heart wants.
I'm just saying that's. Is everything okay? Look at this look. Johnny Pop. Look at Johnny Pop. Look him in the eye. Hi. What's up, baby?
Hello.
Oh my.
It's fun. It's like a Britney video. Oops, yeah. I did it again. I lied to your face. Got lost in the lie. Oh, baby, it might feel like it's love, but it's not enough. My name's not Doomcock.
Yes.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, hey, whoops. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope that you guys had as much fun as we did. And we will be back next week. Don't forget, again, at 9 p.m. Eastern time for another 2 cents on nonsense, because that's what we do, right, Johnny?
Oh, yes. We got to call it like we see it. And
That's
normally
right.
We see it as a Crocker Johnson.
It is. So Doomcock's on the ropes. He's losing it because it's all smoke and mirrors. All right, guys. Until next time, thank you to Nick and Lex for being here. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you guys for sure. Thank you, Johnny, for being here. Don't forget, guys. Also with our memberships, we got one new emoticon coming. All we need is 3 more members. So join up today, become a member, and then also our Patreon, and we appreciate that you guys doing that. And then don't forget that we got the new merchandise and stuff. We got the new sweatshirts and the new logos and all that cool stuff like this. It's all really good and cool. And that's right. I just got this is breaking news. This is serious. This is not a joke. You all know, for those of you who know about the brick that we're putting in at the Superman Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. We did this program earlier this year, Nick and Lex. Me and my family, we visited the Superman Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. It's fantastic. It's an amazing place, and they have these bricks. They have these bricks out front. Where you can dedicate a brick to somebody.
I love that.
Yes. And so while I was there, I said, you know what? You know who needs a brick here is Zack Snyder. And so we raised the funds and we put in a brick. We're putting in a brick at the Superman Museum. And this is what it's going to say right here. This is just a kind of like a little proof. It says, if you seek his monument, look around you to the family of Zack and Deborah Snyder, the Poindexter Lounge, and your many associate producers. And so that is, we've been waiting to hear. Plus it's going to have Zack's Man of Steel Superman logo on there. And I've been waiting to hear back. People keep asking me about it. And I'm like, I submitted everything. I paid them. It's just that what they do is, I guess they typically wait for a while until they usually wait till they get 20 orders. And then they go to the company that makes the bricks and they say, here, do this for us. Well, I called them this week and I said, you know what? Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming out in less than a month and a half. We really need to get this thing in. And I said, I would love to be able to show this to, to the people who supported it. And so I just got an email while we were doing this and saw the email that the bricks are supposed to arrive on the 11th of this month.
Yay!
Very cool.
That's wonderful.
So I'll be hopefully making a drive down to Metropolis, Illinois, to watch them put it. They said that they would hold it for me until I get there and actually can watch them install it.
You should film it, and
please do. Please share that.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
So, because #UsUnited, we're all in this together, and I can't wait for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So that's good news. That's good news. That's no nonsense. That's just nothing but good news for sure.
And that movie, he really deserves it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Heck yeah. So it's good news. I'm really super excited about that and so proud of everyone who participated in that. Thank you to everyone who gave and we're a part of that. And it's a good start to the year. So as I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell somebody else that their fandom doesn't matter. Be respectful of everybody's opinions. Try to have conversations based on that, and come to an agreement of some kind. You may not like everything somebody else likes, and they may not like everything that you like, but in the end, I think we can find some common ground if we can sift through all the nonsense. So as long as you're good to each other and you treat each other with respect, there'll always be a place in the Poindexter Lounge for all of you. Until next time, stay nerdy. Bye-bye.